What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today we'll be talking about Big Brother. And unfortunately for all the Britney fans, Britney has been evicted from the Big Brother house, and she will be joining the members of the jury to pick the final three. On this Sunday, we'll find out who will win Big Brother season 24. Like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
What's up, everybody? It's Brian Keith, and if you are a Britney fan, I am so sorry because tonight is her eviction party, and you know, this isn't a negative thing like usually how it would be. I feel like Britney fought hard, but let's talk about it real quick. This whole week with Monty and Taylor over here lovey-dovey kissing, and I feel like both of them are using each other. Because do I feel like Taylor would take Monty over Turner? Yes. Do I feel like Monty would take Taylor over Turner? Hell no. I feel like Monty knows what it is, right? So in the episode, we basically see Monty and Taylor, you know, flirting and like lovey-dovey in the HOH room. Turner's basically picking up on that because he shares a room with Monty, so he sees that, you know, he's not there, so obviously he's in the HOH doing God knows what. No, but I mean, they're not dumb, and Monty and Taylor are not trying to hide it. Monty seemed like he's trying to hide it, but child, come on. Now, let's say Monty and Taylor make it official, like, okay, that's my boyfriend, girlfriend, like how Alyssa and Kyle try to do, right? If Monty or Taylor do not take each other, that literally will be so, like, damn, you really went there. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, I feel like Taylor and Monty and Turner, I feel like they really came to win this money. Britney, I feel like she just started to play this game off of the strength that Michael left, and I feel like it's too little too late. So, you know, one thing I respect about Turner is that he had a concern about where Taylor and Monty stand, and I respect that because, I mean, who wouldn't ask that question? So he asked Monty, like, so is it going to last after the show? Monty's really not certain if it's going to last after the show, and he's really trying to gauge to see if Monty's going to take on the final two, which is smart. Because let's say Monty's like, yeah, you know, I'm going to take you, and I'm not going to continue the relationship after the show. Turner can use that information, go to Taylor, tell Taylor that Monty says that, and then now that brain basically raises doubt within Taylor's head, and Taylor, I mean, she seems pretty, I won't say easily manipulated, but I mean, she believed what Alyssa said about Joseph, so I mean, it could work in Turner's favor. So in my last video, I brought up the whole situation with the headphones. I'm not going to talk about it again because I already talked about that before. The link is going to be right here so you guys can basically see that video. And one thing I will address is the whole situation with Monty. I actually get where Monty's coming from because I do not like people to disrespect me, and I feel like he's not raising his voice. He's being very direct with the way that he is explaining it to Taylor. But the fact that I don't like the fact that he's throwing in her face things that were out of her control, and basically people saying that she's aggressive and she's a bully, and these negative connotations that's attached to her, disrespectful, and he's basically throwing that back at her face and trying to paint a picture of her that I personally just don't agree with. I feel like, yes, she did do something that was, to him, disrespectful. Was it disrespectful to me? No, but that's just me. If it was disrespectful to him, then cool, his feelings are valid. But there's a way to be tactful, and there is a way to talk to somebody that you quote unquote care about. So I feel like he has to work on that, because now that can make somebody look at him like, okay, that's cool that you felt like that, and I'm happy that you're talking to me, but adding the extra digs in there was unnecessary. So we skip over to see the jury house, and Terrence and Michael, to everyone's surprise, show up to the jury house. And low-key, I love the graphics and how this is videotaped. I feel like this is how the show should be videotaped because it looks so clear, it looks so HD, it has warm colors. I love that, but that's just the artist in me, so ignore that. So a week goes by in the jury house, and we see Alyssa arrive, and you know, Kyle almost fell off the fucking chair. Oh my god, Alyssa! I'm like, not this again. Listening to a lot of the jury members, The consensus seems that Turner has backstabbed a lot of people. Monty played a great game, and they feel either bad or they feel indifferent with Taylor, but they still feel like she came a long way. So it's like the underdog story. So Alyssa basically spilled the beans that Taylor was sleeping in Monty's bed, and Joseph's face was disgusted. And I was just like, ooh, maybe he did like Taylor. But there comes a thing that says, like, closed mouth don't get fed. That's your fault. Sorry, Joseph. Hopefully you do work out because Monty is literally trash. So the remaining four house guests get basically messages from home, and this is like such a cute, wholesome moment after all of the summer of backstabs and drama. So I mean, this was really good to see how emotional everybody got. But now let's get to this live eviction because I'm over this. So being that there's only four people in the house, Monty, since he won the power of veto, he's the only person that get to vote either Brittany or Turner to stay. And obviously, I don't think it's any surprise that he voted to evict Brittany. So Turner is in officially the final three, and Brittany gets sent home. She's the next jury member. I feel like Monty's choice, he feels like he can be taken to the finale with Taylor or with Turner. But I feel like what Monty has second guessed is if Turner or Taylor realize that Monty is literally the one to beat. So I feel that Monty feels that everything is copacetic, everything is good, but I definitely feel like Turner and Taylor might get to talking, especially whoever wins HOH. If Monty doesn't win HOH, it's going to be hard for me to see him make it to the finale. Because if it was me, that would be the easiest shot to be taken, would be taking out Monty. There's been plenty of times to take out Monty, and no one has ever touched this man. For what? I don't fucking know. But hopefully Turner and Taylor can figure out something, and if they don't, Monty should win the show, period. So now after Brittany's eviction, we get to see the cookout, and I've been getting a lot of slack in my comment section over my whole idea of the cookout. A lot of people have said choice words about the cookout strategy, and I'm not even going to get into that because I mean it's really could be a diatribe of things that people have said that was very negative. And like I said, I respect people having their own opinion, but like I always said, if I can respect your opinion, please respect mine. We can agree to disagree in the comment section, but it should never get to a point where we're using language that is disrespectful. You can disagree with me, that's perfectly fine, but keep it respectful. Like Nicki Minaj said, watch your mouth. But I respect everybody's opinion. It's just agree to disagree. But the cookout has arrived to Big Brother season 24, and like Julie said, they are literally one of the greatest alliances that ever formed, and it's off the strength that they stay loyal to each other until the end. And that's really how you do it. It is boring for the viewers, yes, because who wants to see alliance trample through the whole show? But you have to give it to them because other people could have took them out and they didn't. So Julie starts off with Hannah, and I feel like the way she articulated herself was so beautiful. And it was right. The Cookout Alliance would be impossible to replicate again because, one, people know about this strategy. Like, if you see, I don't think this can ever be replicated again. Because if I got on the show and I saw something like this, yeah, it would make you think, you know? But I feel like Hannah basically articulated herself so well, and she made a lot of sense. So when we get to Ozza, she basically talks about how there was an all-girl alliance that formed in the beginning of the season, but that alliance literally died out due to Paloma, and then everybody just got picked off one by one, starting with Amira. So it was very funny because she brings up the leftovers as well, and how it was there to protect Taylor. I don't feel like the leftovers was there to protect Taylor. I felt the leftovers needed Taylor as a last-ditch vote to have the numbers to flip the vote. But I do feel like the leftovers did implode, but I didn't feel like the leftovers imploded because of their personal games. I felt the leftovers imploded because of Dire Fest. Period. So next we have Tiffany. She basically talks about how Kyle um really messed up his game about trying to assume that there was another cookout in the house. I mean, like I said in my videos plenty of times, I get why he thought that off of Taylor's comments about Jasmine, but I mean, there was no evidence of that, and how basically Taylor was forgiving Monty and Terrence was hurt, but how Terrence basically he said that he wanted to keep Kyle to teach him a lesson, which we all knew was bullshit. You wanted to keep Kyle because it was the better pick for your game, and that's just period. So Derek F is talking about who he think out of the three, Taylor, Turner, Monty, is the best, or who's playing the best game. He said that he's rooting for Turner and Taylor, and he feels that Taylor's playing a perfect game. I would have to disagree. Like, I feel like Monty is playing the best game out of the three. Who I'd like to win is Taylor, because I mean, I fell in love with her throughout this whole game. I've been rooting for her because she was the underdog. But for me, if I had to go personally, I would say Taylor, Turner, Monty. If I have to go using my brain, it will be Monty, Turner, Taylor. So there we go. Xavier expresses that he feels that Taylor is the front runner. He feels that all of them have a shot, but that's his pick will be Taylor, because like people would want to root for her, because I mean she could have acted irrational, or she could have acted out in many different occasions, like off of the one with Daniel, for example, but she didn't. She kept herself like calm and poised, and I mean that's something to commend, because not that many people can do that in the faces of adversity. Last but not least is America's favorite house guest. I think this could be the first year that a winner becomes America's favorite player. I definitely can see that happening with Taylor. I feel like Taylor's going to win America's favorite player hands down. I mean, I'm definitely voting. Let me know down in the comments who are you voting for. And yeah, let's find out. Thank you all for the support. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.